Honorable viewers, I welcome all of you to my YouTube channel JRBD24. Today's topic is an essay of dramatic poetry written by Dryden. You know that this is a literary criticism, and also know that the superiority of the ancient and moderns this criticism. So let's start. John Dryden was born in 1631 and died in 1700. His essay of dramatic poesy 1665 is the only formal work of criticism left behind by him. Among the ancients, poetry was held in high esteem and poets were highly honored. So there was a healthy competition among them to excel each other. Poets were suitably rewarded. In ancient Greece, as Rome, poetry was more honored than any other branch of knowledge. There are historical records to show how Aeschylus, Euripides, Sophocles, etc., were rewarded and honored in this way. The ancient writers were faithful imitators of nature. Quote, those ancients have been faithful imitators and wise observers of that nature which is a turn and ill represented in our place. Today, the poets have no such encouragement and they are not suitably rewarded. So the poets do not take points. In modern times, there is no such spirit of healthy rivalry and competition. Poets are guided more by malice than by the spirit of virtuous emulation. They criticize and denounce others instead of themselves trying to do better. In other words, there is much destructive criticism. The ancient drama is superior because the ancients wisely observed nature. The ancients were faithfully imitators of nature, which is distorted and disfigured in the drama of the day. The moderns do not observe and study nature carefully. All the rules of dramatic composition we owe to the classic, and we have added nothing of our own, the rules of Aristotle and Horace. The rules of dramatic composition which the moderns now follow have come down to them from the ancient. Quote, but if you allow the ancients to have contributed well, we must acknowledge them to have written better. The moderns have profited by the rules of ancients. We must make use of the advantage we have received from them. The ancients observed three units well: the unity of time, the unity of action, and the unity of place. But the moderns have violated the rules of three dramatic unities. According to the unity of time, the play should be limited within 24 hours. The ancients followed dramatic rules and the epic was satisfactory and pleasing. The unit of time they comprehended in 24 hours. There is gross violation of these unities in the English drama, which makes it unnatural and improbable. The superiority of the ancients is established. The ancients are acknowledged models of the moderns. It should be remembered that every age has its genius for some particular range of knowledge. The ancients had a special genius for drama, and in this particular range of poetry they could reach perfection. The ancients could organize their plays well. Quote, this rule of time, how well it has been observed, by the ancients most of their plays. We are unable to appreciate the wit and beauty of their language. Moderns have learned much from the ancients. The ancients had a special genius for drama. In ancient Greece and Rome, poetry was more respected than other branches of knowledge. Poets were truly encouraged. Competition existed among the poets seriously. The poets and dramatists were rewarded according to their merits. History provides records how Greek and Roman writers were rewarded. There was no ill competition among them, but in the modern time, ill competition is the chief phenomenon. Modern writings are spiritless. Writers are guided by malevolence than by the soul. Their expect is destructive criticism. The ancients were constructive critics. The modern writings are devoid by of nature. But in the Greek writings, nature was the chief concern. There was faithful representation of nature in their works. Ben Jonson had great admiration for the ancients. He considered them superior to the moderns in all things. The moderns cannot be equal to ancients, yet they have learned much from the ancients. The moderns have not blindly imitated the ancients. We support critics in this sense. Ancients imitate nature more perfectly than the moderns. But Eugenius finds out some defects of the ancients and some excellence of the moderns. To him, the number of acts in ancient plays is uncertain. The modern have perfected this division and divided their plays not only into acts but also into skins. The ancients did not confine themselves to any fixed number. They wrote without any definite plan. The plots of their tragedies are based usually upon some well-known story. Therefore, their tragedies lack the charm of novelty. The plots of their comedies also lack originality. Critics speaks in the favor of moderns. On the other hand, Eugenius speaks in the favor of the moderns. Eugenius says that the moderns are indebted to the ancients for the rules of dramatic composition, but the moderns have added new dimension and developed new kind of dramas. The moderns have not blindly imitated the ancients. The ancients did not know the division of play into acts. Even in the ancient plays, the audience do not find any rewarness of the characters. Their characters were stock characters. The ancients imitate nature, but their imitation of nature was narrow and partial. Eugenius has refuted the arguments of critics, saying that the ancients' observance of the 3 units of time, place, and action, dramatists did not observe perfectly the unity of time. Some of his plays take place 2 days. The dialogues of their players are very narrative. As a result, their plays become monotonous and tiresome. Eugenius confesses that the moderns are not above all the faults. Dryden believes in progress and modernity. He objects to the dullness of Roman comic plots, their faulty moral instruction, their weak wit, and their lack of warmth in love skins. At the same way, he prizes their structural regularity. That's all about Dryden and AC of dramatic poesy. For the timing, thanks your patience hearing. See you another day, another topic.